The French Defense Minister Sébastien Lecornu will arrive in India tomorrow, and this comes at a time when France is offering more Rafale fighter jets to the Indian Air Force at a reduced cost and higher indigenous content, while the Indian Navy is all set to announce the winner of its 26 multi-role carrier-borne fighter tender next month. The French Defense Minister is also scheduled to board the INS Vikrant tomorrow, that will operate the 26 new carrier-borne fighter jets. The French side has said that they would need a committed order for a minimum of 100 fighters to set up a production line of Rafale aircraft in India, and that any future purchase of limited Rafale aircraft will be cheaper than the 36 already bought by the Indian Air Force. The DRDO is also keen to work with French firm Safran on the development of the jet engine for the AMCA program, for which the price negotiations are currently underway. Heavy Vehicles Factory in Chennai has started activities to start production of the 118 Arjun MK1A main battle tanks, under a 7,523 crore rupees order placed by the Indian Army in 2021. As the Arjun production line has been activated after a long pause of 10 years, the DRDO has approached the Indian Army to consider ordering 250 more Arjun MK1A tanks. This request comes at a time when Russian tanks have underperformed in Ukraine and proved to be vulnerable against Western anti-armor weapons. The additional 250 units can be further upgraded with more advancements and technologies that are being developed for the light tank program with Larsen and Toubro. The Indian Air Force Chief has said in an interview that the Tejas Mark II will be ready for flight testing by 2024. Followed by induction from 2030, and he hopes that Hindustan Aeronautics will be able to meet this aggressive timeline. Experts have said that the Tejas Mark II program was supposed to bridge the gap between Tejas Mark I and AMCA in terms of technology upgrades, but now the Tejas Mark II timeline is coming dangerously close to the AMCA program, which means that the Tejas Mark II is unlikely to have any major effect on the AMCA program, nor it will contribute in creation of necessary expertise and infrastructure. Both program requires nearly 25,000 crore rupees of funding and separate manpower to execute the two programs that are running parallel to each other. India should have merged both 4.5 generation and 5th generation fighter programs based on a common platform like AMCA, an approach that South Korea have adopted for their KF-21 program with different block variants. India and US are in initial stages of development of an air-launched unmanned aerial vehicle that can be launched from transporters like C-130 and C-17. As per latest reports, the air-launched unmanned aerial vehicle will be able to provide wide-angular coverage for electronic support jamming missions with network-centric warfare capabilities, even before manned and unmanned aircraft enter airspace for their missions. Swarms of air-launched unmanned aerial vehicles can be configured with different payloads that can be used for intelligence, surveillance, reconnaissance, and electronic warfare. The Indian Army is procuring 36 sets of tactical engagement simulators for special training of soldiers, and each set is capable of training 50 participants. The Indian Army is also procuring 1,000 multipurpose thermal monocular sight with laser range finder under the fast-track procurement that will enhance conventional as well as counter-terror operations. The Indian Air Force is procuring 200 units of environment-controlled operation shelters that will be used by air defense units that are deployed for prolonged durations in extreme climatic conditions.